A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China T20 series. Aaron Bush with you out in the middle, and joining us match referee Hasnan Kiani, umpire Raza, and the two captains today. It's a KCC home game, so Maheen Hedda will toss, and for Craig and Gower, Amanda Jung will call. Tails is the call. Heads is the result. KCC get that win. We'll have a chat to Maheen. What are you going to do with the toss?
We will have a bowl.
Is that a specific plan that you've got for Craig and Gower, or you just want to get out there and bowl first, don't want to bat?
I think the girls are just very excited to finally have some lefty batsmen to bowl against. So we'll have a bowl. Yeah.
Looking for your first wins still. It's going to be tough against the powerful Craig and Gower. Have you got some plans in place?
Sure.
Are you going to know?
We're not, Amanda's right there, so we won't reveal, but we definitely have plans. We'll see how they fare. We'll see.
Well, congratulations, KCC captain Maheen Hedda winning the toss. We'll have a bowl, so we'll bring in Amanda to have a chat. Amanda, firstly, if you'd won the toss, what would have you done?
If we win the toss, we will still choose batting first because we want to set a high target for our opponent, and we want to see if we can keep the scoreboard ticking.
Now, the international players are back from Uganda, but not all of your players are back today. Who's missing?
Kerry is missing, but Karen and Vanessa will come back in this game, and but we're all good. I mean, we are all ready for this game.
Well, good luck today. Amanda Chung, captain of Craig and Gower. They'll be out with the bat very shortly. We'll have a quick look at the pitch today. Another beautiful pitch prepared by head groundsman Amanat Khan. There's not a lot of grass on this one, which is a bit odd usually for KCC. Quite dry. It's very dry underneath, and there's some footmarks down at both ends. So there's probably going to be some turn on offer. A pitch yesterday used, I think, the same pitch that was used in the Saturday Division 2 game, Division 1, I should say, where the Crusaders had a big win. So we'll be looking forward to a big game here of the Cricket Hong Kong T20 series. We'll be live from 10 a.m. Join us then. Very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Plenty. The Premier League T20 returns after a few weeks break. Aaron Bush with you. And as you can see on screen, KCC, who are looking for their first win, have won the toss here today and looking to get their first win. So they've sent the team in purple out to bat. The captain, Amanda Chung, heads out to the middle with Dorothea Chan. They talk to Amanda at the toss, and she's looking to put on a very big score. She would have batted first anyway. They need a win after going 1-1 so far in rounds 1 and 2. So a win here today, and a big one, can help keep them in contention for the final coming up at the beginning of May, I think, or end of April. Not sure when the final is. It's at least a month away. Still got to get through a few more rounds. Double header, of course. We'll have the men's Premier League this afternoon. The big game between KCC and PACC starting from 2 p.m. But we're a few seconds away from 10 a.m. here at Kowloon Cricket Club, so ready for game time. Rita header to open the bowling for Kowloon Cricket Club Premier, and we're underway. A little short and a little down leg. First extra in the books. Umpire Royce McDonald at the pavilion end today. Oh, full toss, stays underway's tight. First runs off the bat as they challenge the fielders. Run on the arm. So the captain gets first runs down the non-striker's end. Now that was Dorothea Chan on strike. So Amanda Chung now on strike. Right on the mark to the left-hander. Starting outside leg, pushing across the body. Run through the sides as well shortly. Couple of changes in the playing 11 for both sides. KCC, even though the internationals are over, don't have Yasmin Daswani back yet. And Craig and Gow without Carrie Chan. Another good line just outside the line of leg. Cut away, picks the gap between gully and point and races away down towards the training sheds. It might pull up just inside. A little dewy out on the outfield so far today. Question might be have to ask there. I think Sabah Gul's throwing that one with a foot behind the rope, so it's going to go in the books as a 4. Didn't make it to the ropes, but a little bit of a fielding lapse allows the 4. That one shaped away too much for everybody. Work to do as it races away down towards the bowling club. A question of what kind of extra this one might be. I think it stayed inside the tram lines just. No, did not. Umpire Royce McDonald raises the arms. So a solid start for Craig and Gower, looking for their second win. Well, there's the good line. Right on middle stump this time from Heather, forcing Amanda to defend. Beautiful day for cricket here in Hong Kong. 2 games going on this morning, plus 2 this afternoon. Up the hill at the moment, there is another Women's Premier League T20 match. We'll keep an eye on that one today. A bit shorter, pulled away to mid-on. Again, running well. Dorothea was off early, and she'd been trying to back up most of that over, so they'll get through for a single. 10 off the first. Craig and Gower with a good start. We'll run through the Craig and Gower Cricket Club playing 11 today. Almira Leung will be the wicket keeper. The captain, Amanda Chung, out there in the middle. Amy Lai, Annie Ho, April Chung, Bianca Lowe, Dorothea Chan, of course, out there in the middle as well. Karen Poon back from international duties, one of 2 back into the Craig and Gower side after the Uganda tour. The other one being Vanessa So. Cool toe, and rounding out the playing 11 for Craig and Gower, it is Sahol Chan. Bowling over number 2 for KCC, it is Sabah Gul. Sabah Gul starts outside off. Good start. Saw her bowling in the warm-up, Sabah Gul, and was quick and straight. And gone on to the off stump, middle stump as well. Said she was bowling good lines in the warm-up, and she continues that in the game, getting the first wicket straight through. The captain for Craig and Gower departs on 5. Craig and Gower lose their first on 11. That's a massive wicket with Amanda Chung sent back to the dugout. Full toe comes out at number 3 for Craig and Gower. She's been in the runs for the Premier League so far and going out early today. Just in the second over. Just a little toe poke onto the leg side to get the first runs off the bat for Pull Toe. Onto the hips and goes well. Good piece of fielding coming around towards fine inside the circle. Almost generated a run out there. Believe fielding it backward square. It is Anna Centerville. Will run through the KCC side as well today. And just outside off, push to point. Very tidy over from Gould so far. So the playing 11 today for Kowloon Cricket Club Women's Premier. Anjali Mehta, we talked about Anna sitting at backward square. Extra colour with the gloves on. One's dragged down leg, long way down leg. I missed one from Sobert, trying to finish off the overs. 2 balls left. Iris Ridges, who's been in the wicket so far in the Premier League. So she'll be bowling at some point today. Lavinia Tear, the captain Maheen header, one of the 3 headers in the side, of course. Rita opening the bowling. Nicole Fernandez is in the side. First time I've seen her play Premier League this season. Shashya Shinde and Zara Hedder rounding out the playing 11 with the 12th player today, Kabita Giri. So after 2 overs, Craig and Gower 15. For the loss of 1 wicket, a successful over. 14 it is in the end. There's a little bit of a scoring error in there. So going at 7s at the moment, Craig and Gower, but losing an early wicket. Rita Hedder to continue. Bit loose in the first one, going for 10, 4 of them extras. To her credit, there was a fielding infringement that gave away a boundary. That one's nicely outside off, poking at it there. Full toe, just the single so far. It's angling back in. Rita can somehow get it to just nip back a little bit more. The top of off stump could be in trouble. Same pitch that was used yesterday for Saturday Championship Div 1. Shorter bouncer one, and that's pulled away nicely by Toe. Going fine. Doesn't make the boundary down towards the new scoreboard. And come back for a comfortable 2. Has been watered this pitch though, so it's not going to do exactly what it did yesterday, which was give up 13 runs, 12 runs, 12 wickets, I should say. Gave up more than 13 runs, but not much more. As KCC Crusaders had a big win over the USRC Tigers. Chan pushing just backward a point. Big over, back up from Hulto. Has to scurry back. This is much tidier from Rita. Hacked offside field, 6-3 offside field for Chan. And that's why guided backward point. Sabagul with the left arm. Cleans up, makes sure it's another dot. And almost a feather edge, didn't carry through to Aksha, so end of a very good over from Rita Hedder. Just the 3 runs coming from it, 3 dots to finish off the third. Craig and Gower 17 for 1. Sabagul to continue. Successful in her first. so far for Sabagul in 10 deliveries. Four on the pads, misses the pads, I think. Will just get a feather, so survives, no wide. Oh, a direct hit there. That was gone, but survives. And end of the over. 6 runs coming from the fourth. Dragging out 23 for 1. Four overs done. Craig and Gower 23 for 1, going at 5.75. A nice little partnership forming here between Dorothea Chan and Paul Toe. 13 off 16. Changing bowling from the pavilion end. Rita steps out. Sister Zara takes ball in hand. Oh, and speaking of hand, a bit of bottom hand there from Dorothea, but nobody in close enough to find a catch. This one picked up by Iris Ridges. Good arm in, but they'll get through safely for another. Slowing the runs down a little bit here, KCC. But they'll need to find wickets going forward. Hard this time, work to do for Ridges. Gets through the right hand, going all the way to the boundary for 4. Too powerful from Pulto. She moves into double figures. 13 off 8, doing what she's been doing all Premier League so far. Nicely played, this one. Just waited on it, then exploded with power. Well outside off, just to the right of the point fielder. Oh, she's picked that one up off middle stump. Rather dangerous, playing right across the line. But good running allows 2. Tip and run this time. As Sabagul comes in from backward point. That's very soft hands and well played. Finish off the over. 8 runs coming from it after a couple of dots to start with. 1 over left to the power play. Craig and Gower 31 for 1. Rolling through the headers in the bowling lineup as the captain, Maheen, brings herself on from the bowling club end. She was in the wickets the last game we were playing here at Carlin Cricket Club. Drops one in real short and it's pulled away beautifully. Pull toe takes advantage through mid-wicket. Got a short one. Had plenty of time to look at it and picked it up probably as it was coming back down for a second bounce. So nicely timed. Both watching it onto the bat and then getting it out of the middle. Smashing it between the two fielders. A wideish mid-wicket and a deep and a square leg. Okay. This time hit hard through mid-off, I should say. Good piece of fielding, keeping it to one from Shinde. Full toss on the legs and good fielding. It's Anna again in that backward square position. Getting a bit peppered at the moment. That could have easily raced away to a very short boundary on the leg side for Pulto. Playing on the pitch right across towards the swimming pool pavilion. If we use this pitch this afternoon, our broadcast area is going to be in trouble for the men's. Oh, it pops up in the air. It just doesn't carry back to Maheen. Full and well navigated by Toe, pushing it just wide of mid-off. Lavinia Chair doing the work from extra cover. So one ball left to the power play. Been a good one for Craig and Gale, losing an early wicket, but now putting together a 27-run runner ball partnership between Dorothea Chan and Pulto. 27 off 27. It's going to be 28 off 28 as they take a quick single. Oh, that would have been out had that hit. Pulto had stopped running and then thought the ball was going to hit her, so sort of slowed down. A direct hit from Zara header from mid square leg would have actually generated a wicket, but in the end it's a single. Power play done. 38 for 1 going at 6.33, a runner ball 28-run partnership. Zara to continue. That's up in the air. This could be a wicket. It just falls short. Lands on the AstroTurf pitch. Again, bottom hand going up in the air. Perhaps the fielder's set back on the back of their heels there. I thought that one was going to be taken. It was in the air for a long time. Ruffle between three players. Mid-wicket and mid-on. That one's guided through gully region. So Bagul picks up with the left hand. They'll come back for 2. Is there an edge there? There is, and that's the end of Dorothea Chan. It's bold, I should say. Going straight through it. Zara Hedda getting the breakthrough. Dorothea Chan departs. Out for 8. Second wicket falls for Kraigengower. Amy Lai coming to the crease at number 4 for Kraigengower. Very good partnership coming to an end. 31 runs in the end. Zara Hedda has gone straight through the gate. Castled Dorothea. So she departs. Amy Lai joins Paul Cho out in the middle. Oh, almost finding an edge. Good fight back after the power play by KCC Premier. Running on the arm of Mehta. Wide +1. Needs to re-bowl the final delivery. Needs to get out of this over pretty tidily. It's been good so far. So pulling behind square this time. It's a no ball. And that's for an overstep. So getting a little loose at the end of the second over from Zara. Generated the wicket with a good delivery. Needs to close this out now. 7 runs off the over already. Cut onto the offside, can't beat the field. That's a good call of no. Need to be backing up. And he's backing up. So 7 runs it is. End of the 7th. KCC, Kraigengower Cricket Club, I should say, 45 for 2. The captain, Maheen, bowling again, gives a big full toss to Paul Cho. She says thank you. The score continues to tick over for her. She's up to 28 now of just 18. This is a gift from Maheen. Fallen on the pads. Wow, that's some very good running from the Kraigengower team to get their half century up, running 3. Long boundary, of course, over towards the Atco zone. It's the furthest boundary with the pitch right across towards the swimming pool pavilion. You can see no more pitches available at KCC towards the leg side. So they took a good 350 up in 7.2. Now the run rate up over 7. It's going to be a good score here from Craig and Gower unless KCC can find some wickets. That one actually happened to shape back in after it had gone around the pads. Didn't find the leg stump, so have to re-bowl. It was a good Yorker length. See what Maheen's trying to do there. Get it to start on leg and shape onto the middle stump. Might find, tries it again. This one just keeps on going down leg. This is going to be a no ball. Umpire McDonald was onto that one quickly at square leg. And it's going to be 4 as well. Amy Lai taking full advantage. Just slower and shorter. Calls of catch. Doesn't carry onto the leg side. Take a single. This is a very quick partnership forming here for Craig and Gower. 19 off only 8 deliveries. Cut straight to point, but again, the running very good for Craig and Gower. Another full toss, and again smashed away through mid-wicket for 4. Amy Lai picks up her second boundary. The partnership moves to a quarter century, 25 off 10. End of a massive over, 21 runs coming from it. No, still a ball left. Getting excited. Still not done. It's going to be a 10 ball over at least. Can the captain for KCC, Maheen Hedder, somehow get away out of this over that's gone for plenty? Drops the speed off and just puts it onto the middle stump. That's a good ball. But it ends a big over for Craig and Gower. 21 runs coming from it. 66 for 2 after 8. Now going at 8.25. Current run rate will get Craig and Gower to a massive 165 today. Change from the pavilion end. Shinde into the attack for the first time today. Shorter cut away, straight to Gould at point, running on the arm, a direct hit. Would have asked some questions of umpire Sharan, but safely through. Amy Lai on strike. And a very good ball. Just defended, dotted back. Solid start from Shashia. Bit wide. Off the toe of the bat. Work to do for Ridges as it goes past her left hand. Running down towards a wideish deep third. And we'll come back for two. A little bit wide there from Shindem. Amy Lai's happy to take a couple. Getting past the circle. No deep third in place. Don't think there's anyone outside the circle. In fact. Again, tries to cut away. Just inside the tram lines. Picks up another dot. Now can Shinde close this one out? They need it, KCC, as they move towards the drinks break. Another over after this one. Did get away with it, just a single to finish off the ninth. So in total, 4 runs coming from the ninth. Craig and Gower moves to 70 for 2. Still going at 7.78. And it's going to be the young 13-year-old Iris Ridges into the attack for the first time today. Been bowling really well in the Premier League. Last time there was a game down here. My parents and grandparents were down watching. Circle, 5 or 6 metres. It landed on the circle, that one. Chancey. Take a 2. Pulled away. Backward square. Anna does some work there. Field placing. Happy with her work there at backward square today. Keeping it to 1. Bit shorter. Cut away through the point region. The chase is on down towards the boundary cafe. Pulls up just inside the circle. Get back for 3. Good running. Good runs to start with so far. Off the bowling of Iris. Chopped up in the air and a bit of a spinner. Turns out it was going forward to point until it hit the ground, then spun to point. It's been a bit aerial this over. Rangers not yet being able to find one that can carry to a fielder. They've pushed the mid-on back just outside the circle, Sabagul. That's where the first legal delivery went. Drops it in short, bat on it. Again, work to do for Arna. This time can't get down quick enough. Pick up the boundary, straying down the leg side. This is good advantage. Could have left it alone and just taken the wide, but decides to help it on its way. Wisely played. Better to take 4 than an extra. Big over again. Ridges trying to find the line and length. That one's not going to be either. It's going to be a no ball. Getting towards the drinks break. 1 ball left. And that's cut away. Work to do for Mehta. Might run all the way down to the ropes as well. Double chase on. Neither can get there. 4 on the end of a big over. 18 runs coming from the 10th as Craigengau moved to 88 for 2. A very lucky double eights for Craigengau. They've had a brilliant start in their first 10. Just losing the 2 wickets so far and out in the middle. Another big partnership. 47 runs off 24 so far for Amy Lai and Pulso. We're going to have a quick drinks break here, about 5 minutes. Come join us at the end of the drinks break for the second half of the first innings of this Cricket Hong Kong China T20 series. Drinks break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this Cricket Hong Kong China Women's T20 series. Good first 10 overs for Craig and Gower. $88 for 2. Rita to bowl from the pavilion end, drops it in short. Finds the dot. Been a bit rare as of late for KCC. Ball and outside off, inside the trams, another dot. 2 overs, none for 13 so far for Rita Hedder. Up in the air again. Doesn't carry. Shashia has to do the fielding and just inside the ropes. They'll come back for 2. Been a few in the air today for KCC, just not finding the fielders. Hasn't been any drop catches because they just haven't fallen into the hands. I think they'll take them if they can get them at this point. That's hit hard. Straight to Shinde. Pick up and run on the arm. Very close, but they get through safely, and that'll bring up the 50 partnership between Amy Lai and Poulto. 50 off 28 deliveries. 4 fours. Nice partnership. Second wicket falling on 41. Poulto into the 40s now with that single. 40 off just 29. It's Amy Lai on strike now on 23. Cut away to point. Going to run on the arm of Gould. And again, very good running between these two. Even when there's no boundaries on offer, they're taking the singles. The field's set back. Gould right on the circle at point. So keep an eye. If you watch the non-striker for Craig and Gower, they're always off pretty quickly after the ball's released. There goes Amy. No run because it's a wide. Again, struggling to close out the over. 4 runs would have been a bit of a win for KCC when the Craig and Gower team are going at 8.58. That hit hard. Good fielding from the captain, Maheen, to keep that one to a dot. So it will be 5 runs coming from the 11th. Craig and Gower 93 for 2. Look at who's got what left in the bowling stats for Kowloon Cricket Club today. Rita's only got the 1 left. Couple left for Sabagul and Zara and Maheen. Shinde bowled a very nice first over, just 4 runs coming from it. Not to bowl a second yet. Ridges, just the 1, very expensive, going for 18. So Sabagul will come back into the attack. 2 overs, 1 for 10 so far. The left arm of Sabagul, bowling off 23 yards as she does. And starts with the 1 right on middle stump. If you watch Gould's front foot, the ball releases. It's right level with the stumps. Something I've seen a lot of this week, actually, in the morning league as well. Bowlers preferring to bowl an extra yard. Cutting again, running on the arm of the field. Gets them the single. Poulto now 40 off 30. Pulls away backward of square. Protection in the deep from Lavinia Chair. She's not had a bowl today. Not sure if she's fully fit to bowl. Maybe saving for a couple of the death overs as well. That one started down leg and continued down leg. And that's a good ball. Inside edge. This dribbles out through the square onto the leg side. Again, a bit of bottom hand, 2 bounces to mid-off, but the running exceptional so far as they push towards the 3-figure mark, 97 with 1 ball remaining. Partnership up to 56. Ball hit hard. Gets down. Zara header at mid, deep. What is it? Not even deep. Square leg she is at, and good piece of fielding keeps it to 1. So 5 runs coming from the 12th. Craig and Gower 98 for 2. At least 1. And they're going to run on the arm of Sabagur with a misfield. They certainly will. Come back for 2. Start with. Rita to bowl out here to her 4th over. Hundred runs up with that double for Craig and Gower. And a good comeback ball from Rita. She's got 4 balls left of her spell. No wickets yet, but as it's been, the team going at 8.11. 3.2 overs done for 20. Has been pretty tidy. Still lots of overs left and lots of wickets in hand for Craig and Gower. They need this win. They want this win. Hit back, hit hard, hit straight. This could go all the way. It's going to beat 3 fielders, including the bowler. It's timed perfectly from Pulto. She's going to move to 48. Just the timing and the power from Pulto on this one. Picked it up off middle stump. Didn't care. Got it through the bowler and then beat mid on, mid off. Both inside the circle. Short boundary. Back live. Full again. This is going to be 4 and it's going to bring up the half century for Pulto. Does it with their 5th boundary of the innings. 52 off 36 deliveries. Fabulous knock. Raises the bat. There's some sort of signal to the dugout that they know because it brought up much laughter. Watch the replay of the boundary. A full one outside off. Took full advantage, beating the infield. Back live. Drops the length back a bit this time. And a good ball. Get through colour though, so they could get through for a bye here. They will. Already an over into double figures with a ball left. And it's cut away backward a point. Gould manages to cut it off with the left boot. I'll take one to finish off. Another good over for Craigendow. 12 runs coming from the 13th. The three figures are up, and they're 110 for 2. Sabagul's going to bowl out as well for Kowloon Cricket Club Premier. 3 overs, 1 for 15. Look at the bowlers so far today for KCC. She'd like to generate a wicket at least in this final over, get a second one, break this 69-run partnership. Chop down, running again on the point field. They do just that. Another single to lie, moves to 28. All the ones for Craigendow, 111 for 2. Oh, that's timed perfectly and goes straight through the extra cover fielder. Might have got a bit on it. So doesn't go all the way to the very long boundary. Back for 2. It's really coming off the middle nicely for Poulto. Was the length back? Yes, no. But such soft hands that it allowed for the single. And picks up the boundary as they've been doing most overs. Amy Lai into the 30s now. Both the batters out in the middle with 5 fours to their name. And dot to finish off the over. 9 are coming from the 14th. Sabagul is bowled out now as well. 119 for 2 after 14. Current run rate will get them to 170 here. Could even push up towards 200. They start swinging hard. Zara Kheda. No, it's going to be Sasha, who bowled a very nice first over, just the 4 runs. Perhaps will bowl the 15th, 17th and 19th. So pressure on the youngster, but she's bowled well in her first over. Bowling from the dangerous pavilion end with the short boundary back over her head. Amy Lai on strike on 33. Waits on it, swats it, but straight to the fielder on the turf pitches. Far away. That's gone straight into the ankle, I think, of Lavinia Chair. She stopped it, though. It was crunched. Wide. That's going straight to the boundary. Powerful from Pulto again. That's what I'm saying. 200 might be on the cards here. The way these two in the middle are finding the middle of the bat. Short boundary on the offside from this end. So can find the gap. Wide delivery, waiting on it. Would have been an extra anyway. They've put some coverage out in the deep now. That's gone to extra cover. Captain, pick up and throw. Take one more. No ball. There's a free hit coming up. Just looking through the leaderboard for the Women's Premier League 2024-25 T20 edition. For today, Pulto had only made 31 runs, an average of 15.5. Now she's up to 60. That's swatted hard again to Maheen. Throw in, just a little wide of the stumps. Another single safely through. Pulto was 8th on the runs list. Is now 1st for today. Mariko Hill, unless Mariko's playing up the hill. Check in on that game, actually. See how it's going for KCC. Well, yeah, okay. Thought there were big runs here, but that's out. That's a direct hit, and it's a beautiful throw. Zara header with a direct hit. And that's what they needed to do to break an 87-run partnership. They were running on the arm all day this time. The direct hit sees the end of Pulto. Round of applause from her teammates as she departs for 60 off 43 deliveries. Went at a strike rate of 139. Chansar Ha coming out to the crease at number 5 with a very nice platform set for her, joining Amy Lai. Up the hill. Doesn't look like Mariko is playing, but there is going to be a new leader at the top of the runs because Natasha Miles has scored a century. Playing Diasqua Little Saiwan up there for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Natasha Miles 102 not out after 20. Maya Gardner got a 67 with it to put on 197 in 20 overs there. As this over's come to an end, 9 runs and a wicket generated after 15. The Craig and Gower 128 for 3. So Diasqua Little Saiwan will need 198 for victory. They won the toss and elected to bowl, much like KCC did here. And if my memory serves me correct, Natasha Miles has now scored 166 runs in 2 games for Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier in the T20 format. Hasn't been dismissed yet, so yet to have an average. Said we hadn't seen Lavinia Thier into the attack today, but she will be bowling over 16 from the bowling club end. Sahal Chan on strike. Drops it short and wide. No ball, bounced too many times. So loosener to start with for Thier. Saw her father, Eddie's down here. Legend of Hong Kong cricket, Eddie Thier. Down here with his big telescopic camera. Right there on screen, in fact. Top left. A charge from Sauha. Again running on the arm and get through for a single. Gets off the mark and rotates the strike back to Amy Lai, who is going to take charge here, I'm sure, with Pulto heading back. 35 off 28. Been hitting it well as Pulto was, just happier to take the singles. Deep square leg, deep backward square. That's a no ball. Far too high over the waist. Another free hit coming up. By Sharon at the bowling club end. Officiating today with umpire McDonald at square leg. Oh, the bat, and it's going to get 4 runs as it beats the third inside the circle. Short boundary, races away. Eddie's the only one that could do the fielding there. He's not going to bother. He's got the camera in hand. No ball 1, no ball 4. Just 2 legal deliveries, 7 runs already. That's a good delivery. That's the one that Lavinia is looking for. Outside off and shaping away. Colour with the gloves on. Set fairly far back. Feather edge may not carry. Got deep third in place as well now. That one's inside the tram lines. It's going to be wide plus 1, I think. Wait for the umpire Sharon's decision. There it is. And there's the line again, the good one. It does stay low. That's where I'm worried. If the edge comes, it's going to perhaps fall short of extra colour. There's a dot, 2 balls left to the 16th. Oh, that's a wild no ball as well. And got work to do for Angelique. She can't stop that. Carries on to the ropes. No ball plus 4. Another one slipping out of the hand. Could be a warning, to be honest. Not yet. Second one over the waist high, but no decision from the umpires. A free hit signalled. So charges the free hit, beats the infield. A sweeper halfway between the boundary and the circle. Does fine work and keeps it to 1. 1 ball left. And pulled away on the leg sides. Square leg back on the ropes so they can find a single to finish off a big over again. 16 runs coming from 16th. That compounds out nicely. 16 off the 16th. Partnership of 16. Did they get an overthrow? Was I getting too excited? Well, that ruined what was nice little numbers of 16s because the partnership's now 17. There was 17 off the 16th as Craig and Gow moved to 145 for 3. Jinde to continue from the pavilion end. Shuffle back in the crease. Too wide? No. Dot ball because of the shuffle across. Oh, I think that's a chance put down. We'll see what the result is here. I think that's... Oh, it's going to be leg buys, is it? Waiting for the umpire's decision. Buys only. Must have got a bit of shape away. by after a dot. 146 for 3.4 overs remaining. 7 wickets in hand. Extras piling up. Always been a problem for Kowloon Cricket Club with their youth in the side in a rebuilding phase. Plenty of youngsters getting Premier League experience. Yet to find a win for the team in green. That's going straight to Maheen. I'm going to run on that arm because that's what happens. It's fired in like a rocket. "31 extras already. 18 wides. Full. Over waist height. Another no ball over waist height. So another free hit coming up. That will be the 8th no ball of the innings. The majority of them being over waist height. I can only recall one overstep and a couple, of course, double bouncer off the pitch. The free hits, they're handy for Craig Gower because they can go for a dance down the pitch. That could be a back-to-back no ball. It is. It's popped up in the air. The catch won't count. The run will. And there's going to be another free hit coming up. 150 comes up with the no ball. Catch. Run. On target for 180 plus here. Craig Gower. And that's hit hard, but straight to Maheen with the rocket arm. Direct hit. It was gone. Amy Lai was not going to make her ground there if that hit, but only the 1.5 stumps to aim at, sitting at extra cover for Maheen header. Already seen one direct hit run out. Won't want another one, Craig Gower. That one back of point to Ridges. So 8 runs in the end coming from an over that could have gone for a lot more, to be honest, with 2 no balls and 2 free hits. 4 runs and 4 extras in the 17th with 1 ball remaining. Again, I've lost count. Thought that was the end of the over, but there's still one to come. Tip and run again, running on the arm of Ridges, who was set back, and they get through comfortably. So Amy Lai will retain strike, move to 44 off 36. 3 overs remaining, 18 legal deliveries, 150. Anna Centreville into the attack for the first time today to bowl over number 18. Starts full, down leg, another extra in the books. Onto the pad, and a little bit of inside edge backward of square. Get 3 for 1. Stand-up punch, won't find a run, and his extra cover is covered. Deep third, very fine, as you can see. Anjali Mehta there down near the sight screen. Backward square as well outside. That's the deep third's going to come into place here as Mehta has to move to her right. Gets down, picks up. They're going to run on the arm here. As a little tumble in the field allows 2. 30-run partnership. Again, another good partnership. End of this over, we might pull up the partnerships for Craig and Gower today. It's been very, very good. And that could be a double bounce, no ball. Yes, it is. Another free hit coming up as the no ball count continues to rise. And the good run on the arm. It's been the game plan today from Craig and Gower. If they're not finding the boundaries, they're going to run. Even it goes straight to the field. And double figures now for no balls. 10 no balls in the extras so far today. Something that Carlin Cricket Club will want to work on. Their youngsters hit hard out through forward point. Not going to run on the arm of the Vinia. Just take the 1. 1 left of Anna's first. 5 off the bat plus a couple of extras. It's not been too bad. Craig and Gower run rate, you can see on screen now, up over 9. Wide, cut away. Just chopped down on the bottom side of the bat, so didn't carry straight out to the field. Take another 1. So it will be 8 runs coming from the 18th. 2 overs remain. Craig and Gower with a big score already, 162 for 3. Current run rate will get them to 180 exactly. Who bowls the penultimate from the pavilion end? Looks like it's going to be Zara Header. Zara Header, 2 overs, 1 for 15 so far. And that's hit hard and hit well backward a square. Long boundary. 2 chasing it down as it goes down towards the shipping containers. They'll pick it up just inside. They're going to run on the arm and come back for an easy 3. There's 11 legal deliveries left. Can Amy Lai, who's now on strike, bring up her half century? She's got plenty of time to do it. It's been a fine knock, 46 off 38. That big 87-run partnership, I think it was with Pull Toe as well. Now this one up to 37. Gets the good one from Zara. So Dot, 10 balls left. It's a score that's probably too big for this young batting lineup of KCC. Missing Yasmin Daswani to open. Pulled away again. Can't get down to it at square leg, so it races away towards the trading nets. It's going to go all the way for 4 and bring up the half century for Amy Lai. 50 off 40. That's her 7th boundary. Raises the bat to the Craig and Gower dugout. Second half century in the books for CCC today. Too short from Zara. Gave Amy plenty of time to just watch it onto the bat. They've put deep square leg out now trying to cover that area. They don't have a deep forward. They do. Sabagul just appeared from hiding behind a tent, making sure that was just one. I was about to say they didn't have a deep cover. And the deep cover was hiding, from me at least. Saha Chan's run a ball 15's been very handy as well. Oh, it just hit backward a square. They had the fielder in place, but it went straight through as it races down towards the scoreboard area. It's going to be a very long throw in. They're going to have to do the relay at least. Not going to run on the second arm. There's also a no ball. Oh, that one was costly. 3 and a no ball, meaning a free hit coming up. Field can change. Has a little bit as Amy lies back on strike. And the deep square, we'll have to cut this one out. In the deep, does well. It's Nicole Fernandez out there in the deep. Haven't seen much of her today. She'll have a job to do with the bat later on. Final delivery from the pavilion end. Goes the reverse. Ridges is there. Takes one. Inventive from Saha Chan. She moves to 19. The partnership moves to 48. 6 legal deliveries remain with Craig and Gow 176 for 3. Final over. And Sashia's been given the duties from the bowling club end. No, it's Anna who's bowling this one. Anna to bowl the death over. Centerville. And that's pushed well through cow corner. I think it's going to go all the way. Shorter boundary. 2 chasing it. Can't get there. Good runs. And tip and run again on the arm of Maheen. Bobbled up and hit Anna in the head. 50-run partnership has come up this over. I'll just get the right name on screen for the bowler. $54-run partnership off 35. We'll have a look at the partnerships when we do the batting and bowling card at the end of this over. But it's been good for Craig and Gow. Not really much to complain about. As I said, they haven't given up any chances really, except for running on the arm of the fielders. No drop catches. It's just been precise from Craig and Gow, keeping the runs on. Amy Lai on 57. Got 2 balls left. Oh, valuable dot. The death over has the death ball coming up with 183 on the board. A big score for Craig and Gow. A lot of work to do for Kowloon Cricket Club, Women's Premier. Yet to get a win. Is that one inside? Nope, that's a wide ball. Need to re-bowl the death ball. Already a slow over rate fielding restrictions in place for KCC. So they've gone about 11 minutes over here. Which, of course, if the next innings goes 20 overs, means the game's going to go long. That's hit hard. That's going to be 4, I believe. That's going to bring up the 61 runs for Amy Lai. They're not going to cut that one off as it trickles into the ropes. A good way to finish off a big over. The death over going for 12 runs as Craig and Gow finish off their 20. 188 for 3. Watch the replay, then we'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards for the first innings here. There's that pair of a 60-run partnership head off and get a round of applause. There's the batting. The opener's not getting a start today, but Pulto coming in at number 3. A massive 60. And in the end, Amy Lai has managed to got the top score for Craig and Gow with that boundary off the final delivery, moving to 61 off 46. And a nice 21 off 19 from Sahar Chan, getting the score to 188. Lots of extras as well. 33 in the books for KCC today. They used lots of bowlers, 2, 4, 6, 8 bowlers today. Only 2 managing to find a wicket, plus a run out. Sabagul, probably the pick of the bowlers today. 4 overs, 1 for 24. And Zara Hedda, 1 for 29. We're in the innings break. Craig and Gow putting on 188. I want to have a quick look at the partnerships, actually, before we head into the innings break, because this is what Craig and Gower did to KCC today. 87-run partnership between Pulto and a 60-run partnership between Amy Lai and Sahan Cha did the damage for Craig and Gow. 189 required for KCC. As we go into the innings break, we'll be back in about 8 minutes' time here live on Cricket Hong Kong and YouTube, KCC YouTube and Stick Sports throughout the subcontinent. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series game. Craig and Gower up against home team KCC. Craig and Gower, of course, putting on a big 188 in that first innings, losing just the 3 wickets. They're going to come out, the team in purple, and look to get a big win today after a loss up the hill in round 2. KCC, they'll be looking to survive, find some runs. Nicole Fernandez into the side for the first time this season, opening the batting with Anna. Umpire Royce McDonald there with the 2 batters. The team in purple heading on out. Elmira will have the gloves on. Wicket keeping for Craig and Gower today. Gonna look at who's going to open the bowling. Could be Karen Poon. She's taking the sunglasses off. Sometimes she bowls with the sunglasses on, but she's carrying them in her hand at the moment. Puts the sunglasses back on, but does take the new ball there from umpire McDonald. Back from Uganda, young Karen Poon, along with Vanessa So from Craig and Gower, headed off to Uganda. Don't think either of them. Well, Karen might have played in one of the games. Can't quite recall. And a learning experience up against some big international teams, Namibia and Uganda and Nepal. Good experience. Now back in the Premier League T20 games. Umpires are ready. Players are out in the middle. Fernandez on strike to Karen Poon. Starts back with a square. A sweeper out in the deep. Vanessa So does the fielding, coming around from deep square leg to a backward square on the circle. First runs off the bat for KCC. And Fernandez, a good start. Citaville on strike, bowled the death over. Now given the opening batting duties for KCC. Couple of youngsters facing off here. Karen Poon to Anna. Pushing forward, outside off, wide, first extra. Saw plenty of extras from the KCC bowling. Craig and Gower will want to keep that under control. Aaron, the 16-year-old quick. Looking for early wickets. That's the better one. Just outside the line of off. Beats the outside edge. Have a look at the Women's Premier League T20 table as it stands before today. Craigengau sitting mid-table in third place with 1 win and 1 loss. And again, outside off. Back foot was down. Venturous from Elmira, but no worries there for Anna, keeping the back foot down. So Craigengau in third, played 2, 1-1, lost 1, with a negative net run rate. So they need a big win today. KCC played 1, lost 1, bottom of the table. Unless they can find 189 runs today. Might go none and 2. But at the top of the table, Lantau, who's got the bye this weekend. They had 2 games, 2 wins. Hong Kong Cricket Club women, who've only played the 1 game, sitting in second, but with 197 on the board up the hill, you'd think they're going to get a second win there. Might come down to the final games upcoming. And it could well be Craigengau versus Lantau in the final, one of the final games. 6th of April, that game. That could decide who goes into the top 2 because Hong Kong Cricket Club are looking very strong. Could come down to the team in purple against the upstarts that are Lantau. First runs off the bat for Anna gets a round of applause. 3 runs from the first. KCC need another 186 at 9.79. Annie Ho to bowl over number 2. The first over from the bowling club end for Craigengau. Running on the arm here. That direct hit was out, but the throw was wide. Take the single. Anna gets a second run. Gets down to the non-striker's end. Fernandez, who found nice run off her first delivery. Just 1 off 1. Back on strike. Again, strong on the leg side, going through cow corner mid-wicket region. Long boundary, should get cut off inside. I'll get back for 2. It's good running. Was a bit interested. I was looking out in the field there. No deep square leg for Annie Ho's bowling for Fernandez. Now they're putting a deep mid-wicket floating between the boundary and the circle. Driven nicely, but straight back to Annie. Tidy so far from Craigengau, just the 1 extra in the first 9 deliveries. Drags down leg. A bit of commentator's curse on that one because immediately another extra goes in the books. Ariel in the air, gets hands to it, goes down. Karen Boone running around to her left, got there, but in the end, hurried out and behind, so I'll get back for another two. Yorker length this time, bottom hand goes to extra. Goes area side, very strong on that leg side and finds the boundary. First one in the books for KCC. Big over, 10 runs coming from the second. 13 for the loss of no wicket, needing another 176 at 9.78. Boone continuing into a second. It's tidy in the first, just 3 runs from that one. Anna back on strike after Fernandez facing the majority of number 2. There it is, the outside off line, just a feather pushing the wrists at it. Oh, a bit of a wander there. This time Almira does generate the wicket as Anna departs out for 2. The first wicket falls for KCC on 13. captain for KCC Premier, Maheen Hedda, has gone out to the middle to join Nicole Fernandez. Gets a single. Fernandez looking good into the side. 9 off 6 so far. Again, strong on the leg side. They know that. Sahar Chan out in the deep. Make sure it stays to 1. Fernandez getting a little discussion from umpire McDonald. I'm assuming it's running it through the danger zone. To the over, a wicket and 3 runs again, only off the bowling of Karen Pun after 3. KCC 16 for 1, needing another 173 at now 10.18. Fernandez again finding runs on the leg side. Short boundary down towards the members' pavilion as Dorothea Chan did the attack for the first time today. Goes for a boundary off her first delivery. Pushes KCC up to 20. The left-hander Nicole Fernandez takes full advantage of one off the pads. No fine leg in place. No changes yet. Got that third staying on the offside. Like a deep square leg and then nothing around to that deep third position, or shortish deep third. And goes aerial on the leg side forward of square. That's where the sweeper is. I'll just take 1, but keeps the runs ticking over. Going at a decent click here now. Nicole Fernandez, 15 off 9, strike rate of 166.7. I think perhaps this might be the partnership that needs to get the runs on the board for KCC today. The captain on strike, 1 off 3. And on middle stump, had to defend that one just to extra cover. Full toe in a catching position, just off screen. Third pitch across near the AstroTurf pitch. Full and gets through under inside the bat of Maheen Hedda. So 3 dots. Pretty attacking field, even though they had the sweeper out deep for Fernandez. For Maheen, they got mid-wicket and extra cover and cover all creeping in close. Another one wide outside, off inside the tram, so finishes off with 4 dots. 5 runs from the 4th. KCC Premier 21 for 1. The captain for Craigenglow Cricket Club bringing herself into the attack for over number 5, Amanda Cheung. Giving her strike bowler, Karen Poon, a rest. 1 for 6, or 1 for 6. Got the stumping, of course. 1 for 6 for Poon is a good start. Now, Amanda taking the reins with Fernandez on strike. Bottom hand back, and that's taken. What a catch! Sticks the right hand out, sticks in the midst, and that's the end of Fernandez for 15. A great caught and bowled from the captain off her first delivery. KCC lose their second on 21. Well, Fernandez departs, and that brings Zara Hedda out to join her sister in the middle. 2 wickets down now for KCC. Brilliant catch from Amanda Cheung. She'll be watching that one back on the replay, I'm sure. One of those ones where just stick the hand out, see what happens. Either sticks or bounces off. Brilliant one-handed catch. Now it's Amanda to Zara. Comes forward. Cheung was confident for the LBW. Zara took a long step forward on that one. One of the taller players out in the middle today. All 3 of the Hedda sisters quite tall. And another one popped straight back, caught and bowled. She's got a wicket, dot wicket, and on 2 wickets, she gets the 3rd one. KCC lose their 3rd on 21. Zara Hedda does not trouble the scorers, out for a 2-ball duck. Head back to the dugout. Another one is put in the right spot, pitched up and popped back. Outside off, bottom handed, straight back. Much easier the second time than the first catch. Shasya Shinde comes out to the crease at number 5 for KCC, with Amanda Cheung from Craigenglow doing the damage. Said they have a negative net run rate at the moment after going down to Hong Kong Cricket Club. So Craigenglow will want a big win, and they're on target at the moment. 7 more wickets, still 168 more runs required for Kowloon. Cheung. Shinde pops that up in the air. 1 bounce, 2 bounces to backward square. I think Vanessa So's eyes at square leg lit up there, thinking that one might have carried, but fell short. Set back with the umpire, behind the umpire, in fact. So the captain to captain now. Amanda Cheung to Maheen Hedda. This is aerial as well, a chance for a catch. It falls just short of mid-off. Mid-off set right back on the circle. It's that 50-50, could have thought about the big run in and dive, but just held back a little bit. I think it's Amy Lai sitting at mid-off. Well back, trying to protect that short boundary as well. So Sasha back on strike. Beats everything. What an over that was. 2 wickets, 2 runs. After 5, KCC are 23 for 3.
Scoreboard is 1 over behind. Should be 6 overs.
See a chance to continue. Good Yorker length to start with. This is good lines and good pace. On pulling the length back just a little bit, right on the off stump. Putting the pressure on this upper to middle order of KCC. Leading edge from Maheen. Short third. Bit of a scoop throwback, allows one. Rotating the strike now with Sashia back on strike. 1 off, 2. Bottom hand, it's scooped up on the offside, backward of point. Another single. Good running. We saw lots of good running in the first innings for Craig and Gower with those two big partnerships. Full Toe and Amy Lai both getting 60s today. Normally, on a weekend of Women's Premier League, that'd be a couple of the top scorers. But of course, Natasha Miles up the hill has scored a century not out. 102 not out in that game. Beats the outside edge again. Not far away from that off stump is Dorothea Chan. Keeping it nice and tidy. 5 off her first. 2 so far off her second over. Trying to round out the power play here. 1 ball left. And it will be a dot to finish with. So just the 2 singles coming from the 6th. Power play done. KCC 25 for 3. Comparison time at the same time. Craig and Gower with 38 for 1. Another appeal for LBW, a bit high this time, it looks like. So, but another dot. 2 for 2 off her first, Amanda Chung. Devastating inside the power play. Just popped up on the leg side. High on the bat. Takes 1. Oh, it's a dot. Didn't take 1. It's a dot. This one's defended onto the leg side. Good shape from Chung there. Starts outside off and then just drifts on in towards that off stump. Well, 9 deliveries so far. 7 of them dots. 2 wickets. That's got to be close. Very close, just sliding down leg side, says umpire Royce McDonald. No height issue on that one. So it was well pitched up onto the pads. Just a bit too much drift in. One flicked out onto the offside. They're going to run on the arm. That's good fielding. Good running as well, though. Safely home. Good arm from Saha Chan. They'll take one. Effort ball from Amanda again, right onto that off stump, defended. So just the single coming from the 7th after the 7. KCC 26 for 3, netting another 163. Now at over 2 runs per ball, 12.54 from here. It'll be a tough ask for the rebuilding Kowloon Cricket Club Women's Premier side. But the captain's still out there in the middle. Looks like Saha Chan is going to come into the attack from the bowling club end. Dorothea Chan was bowling nicely, so they're rotating through all their bowlers. Can't fault any of the bowlers so far, to be honest. Karen Plume bowled nicely as well. Annie Ho was good. Shinde on strike, 3 off 8. Left arm of Saha Chan. Whips it around the leg side as it was going for a wide anyway. They're going to take one. Oh, it almost misfielded into the ropes. They only ran one in the end. It was at least 2. In the end, missed out on the extra. If Sasha had not hit it, it would have been wide.
Okay.
Again, down the leg side. I think Maheen's missed that one, as has Elmira. Wide +1. Oh, completely played over the top of that one and onto the middle stump. That's the end of Sasha Shinde for 4. The 4th wicket falls. Saha Chan strikes as KCC 29 for 4. The old you miss, I hit ball from Saha. Floated it up there. And straight through. Working through the top order of KCC now. Hagen Gower. Still 2.4 overs remaining before we make it to the allotted drinks break. Lavinia Te comes out to the crease at number 6. Still keeping 2 out in the deep for Lavinia. They've got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket. Dorothea Chan at deep square. Vanessa So at deep mid-wicket. The captain's at a catching mid-wicket. Quite straight towards mid-on. Onto the pads, dragging down leg side this time again. 3 of the 4 balls so far from Saha have actually been down leg side to the right-handers, but the one that was nice and straight was the one that got the wicket. Another time overplayed, but just drifting down the leg side again. I think it looks like it's going to come onto the bat a bit quicker than it actually does from the bowling of Saha. Oh, there's a scoop. And it's just gone straight up in the air. Floater onto the pad and misses the leg, the off stump. Shears across, end of the over. Another successful one for Craig and Gower after 8. KCC 29 for 4. It's been methodical so far for Craig and Gower, defending a big total. Of course, going to make things tougher for KCC batting second. They won the toss, KCC, decided to bowl first. But this impressive bowling lineup is doing the job. Karen Poon back into the attack. 2 overs, 1 for 6. Maheen Hatter still out there in the middle. 3 off 13. Seen plenty of deliveries so far. Oh, a big tick top edge. Goes through the slip cordon or just over the top to the right of Elmira. The short third inside the circle. Able to make sure it stays a dot. Winds up and then goes, nope, I'll leave that one alone, but it was well inside the tram lines. Another dot. Don't think any of the team in purple are outside the circle at the moment. What I can see from our vantage point in the swimming pool pavilion. So attacking field. Hit straight to square leg. Little misfield allows a safe single. They've got a square leg, mid-wicket, catching mid-wicket. Mid-onset back on the circle, mid-offset back as well. But then extra cover and cover in catching positions inside the circle. Saha Chan's at backward point. And they've got that sort of fly gully position you see top left of screen, which is April Chung. There's the one that almost carries to that catching position as this is the captain in there waiting for a catch. Cuts away back with a point. They're going to run on the arm of Saha Chan. That's a good arm. Oh, just gets through safely. Quick between the wickets. Decided not to have a shy at the striker's end. Probably wise, as there was nobody around to back up if it went through. So it went for the bowler's end. So Lavinia gets her first runs, moves down the non-striker's end. And a dot to finish with. Another over from Karen Poon going for just 2 runs. And she's bowled 3 now. Only 1 left of her allotted 4. 1 for 8. Her figures 1 over left before the drinks break. Here at Kowloon Cricket Club, Game 1. Of course, Game 2 coming up for 2 p.m. It is Kowloon Cricket Club Premier up against Pakistan Association Club Premier. It's going to be a massive match. We'll be live in the middle for the toss at 1:30 p.m. Hong Kong time, so an hour and 15 minutes from now. Annie Ho bowling a second over. The only bowler that's been expensive so far. Went for 10 in her first, but starts with a dot. Push on up. 5 more balls to the drinks break. Yeah, join me 1:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. I'll be out the middle with Jamie Atkinson and Yasim Mirza for the toss on that big game this afternoon. Still plenty to do here though. 158 more runs required for KCC with 6 wickets in hand. You'd think that's unlikely. Craig and Gower would dearly love to get a win bowl, perhaps KCC out in 15, get that big net run rate boost today. There's the wicket. Annie Ho goes straight through, and Lavinia plays all over the top of it. She departs. The 5th wicket falls in the 10th. KCC 31 for 5. The old play over the top. Again, you miss, I hit, middle stump, leg stump. Annie Ho gets there first. We're going to take a drinks break here at Caroline Cricket Club with KCC halfway down. They've lost 5 for 31. Join us in around 5 minutes' time.
Yeah.
Drinks break done. 3 balls left of the 10th as Carla comes out to the crease at number 7 for KCC. Bottom hand up, chance of a catch, just falls short. Amanda Chung was in the action there, the captain for KCC. She was in a catching position, almost carried. You could see she's just off camera as she backs away. Very close, as most of the fielders are. Craig and Gow want to finish this game off quickly. And Will straight through onto the off stump. That's the end of Colour. She departs for a duck as KCC lose their 6th on 31.
Neither. Turnovers gains forward. Forward. Sounds like lots of squeaking, doesn't it? Is it? Sound like it. Nope. Actually, if using this right, I think probably picking us up now. So you want to stop it. Yeah, the zone. Yes, yes, it is. It is. Yeah, that should be so.
Another wicket falls for KCC. As Rita header is bowled by Salha Chan. Hit the pad and then sort of gloved it around the corner onto the leg stump. Probably would have been LBW anyway. But in the end, the bail fell off after finding a boundary. Rita departs. And the 13-year-old Iris Ridges heads to the middle. As end of the over, she'll be at the non-striker's end. Still out there, the captain, giving her young protege a bit of a chat. Annie Ho bowling over number 14. 3 more wickets required for KCC, for CCC, I should say. And runs here through Ford Square. Iris gets off the mark. And another wicket falls. This time it's the captain, Maheen Hedda, who has to depart. Caught behind. Good glove work from Elmira as Maheen departs. She's out for 9. KCC lose their 8th on 45. Sabagul comes to the crease at number 10 for KCC. 2 more wickets for Krakengower. Still miles away, 144 more runs required, you can see on screen. That's not going to happen today for KCC. Krakengower can finish this one off with 2 more wickets. Annie Ho's got 3. Could be a catch, just falling short of Sahar. They're going to take a single, but they're going to get stranded here. That's going to be out. Iris is not going to make her ground. And a misfortune run out. A bit of a yes-no. I think it's Sabagul that's run out, in fact. Hang on. Confirmation on what happened there. It looks like Subbers at the end, they got run out. Did they turn around and come back? I was either yes, no. Sabagul ended up having to run back and has run out. The Golden Duck in the end. 9 wickets down now for KCC. Angeline Mehta out to the crease. Final wicket. End of the over. Another over with 2 wickets falling in it for Krakengower after 14. KCC 45 for 9.
Just missing that spot. It's not too bad. That's better than it was, right? But it's got that, which is what we get off Black Magic. All right. That's
No. Just moved away a little bit too far from the bat of Anjali Mehta. Okay, one ball left of Karen Poon's 4 over spell, 1 for 10 so far, and it will remain at 1 to 10. 1 for 10 off her 4. Good bowling from the strike bowler for Craig and Gower. 15 done, 5 remain. KCC 47 for 9. Dorothea Jan to bowl her 4th over. Bowl out here. Still looking to try to finish this game off early. None for 11 so far for Dorothea. Iris on strike. And just channel outside off. This is going to be runs, though. A boundary for Iris, her first today. Now going at a runner ball 6. With a late resistance from KCC. They'd like to try to bat out this FIFA last 5 overs. Not going to get the runs, but good experience out in the middle for their young players. Again, just outside off, full length. Dorothea might just have to try to find that one on the middle and off stump.
It's very tiring.
Yorker length on the stumps, and this time Ridges hits it straight back to Dorothea. Defended nicely. One more ball. They can see off both Karen Poon and Dorothea Chan here, the KCC batters. They won't, though. That's the one on middle stump. Go straight through the middle. Ridges out for 6, and that's the end of KCC. Bowled out for 51. It's going to be a 137-run victory for Craig and Gower Cricket Club here today. Beautiful delivery. Sort of set her up with ones outside off all over, and then just go straight through the middle onto middle stump. And the young up-and-coming superstar for KCC, Ridges, departs for 6. Mehta not out without scoring. Have a look at the batting and bowling cards as this game has wrapped up now. Top scoring, Nicole Fernandez playing her first Premier League game this season. A nice 15 that was. A 9 from the captain, Maheen Hedda, but then it was just low single digits and a couple of ducks. And only in the 9 extras in the 16 overs, 51 on the board for KCC, all out. And the bowling chart for Craigengowrie women's, and it's a good one. 3 wickets for Annie Ho, 3 for 12 off 3. 2 for Amanda Chung, the captain, and Sahar Chan. And singles for Karen Poon and Dorothea Chan right there with her final delivery of her 4-over spell, getting the job done. KCC Women's bowled out for 51. 137-run victory here for Craigengowrie and getting their season back on track. It's been a great game this morning. We've got another one coming up very shortly. A 2 p.m. start for the men's T20 series. It's Kowloon Cricket Club up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club. We'll be live out in the middle in about 45 minutes time with the 2 captains. Join me then for the toss, but until then, Aaron Bush signing off.
मारा उठी ना सोडा रोज सोडा बड़े शगल है